What this merger is not about is consolidation, either in media or in telecom. AT&T is a communications company. We distribute content. Time Warner is a media and entertainment company. They create content. And this is a classic vertical merger, and it eliminates no competitor from any market.
Today we're competing for consumers' attention, not just with other TV networks, but with everyone from Netflix and Amazon to YouTube and Facebook. Great content is not enough. You need to deliver great consumer experiences, and that's what joining with AT&T will allow us to do.
Am I understanding your position correctly then, that after the acquisition, AT&T would not discriminate against independent content providers in favor of Time Warner content?
I don't think we have a choice. The business proposition is you better have a wide array of content. There are too many alternatives. You will lose customers if you do not.
What I'm asking about is, would you discriminate against non-Time Warner content?
Again, I don't see it. There is no advantage to it, nor would we do it.
Why wouldn't it make economic sense for AT&T to use its ownership of Time Warner content to raise prices or attempt to freeze out competitors? And why wouldn't it make economic sense for AT&T to degrade service speeds for non-affiliated content?
The Clint Eastwoods, the Steven Spielbergs will not bring their talent and their capabilities to a company like this that is limiting the distribution of that content. So limiting the content that our customers can get in this day and age of the internet is candidly, for a distribution company, not a smart business move.
How specifically will this merger benefit consumers?
We've been saying very publicly for 5 years, we think that consumers need interfaces that work the way Netflix, Xfinity, and the way the AT&T one works, where it's easy to find shows, it's easy to search across networks, it's easy to do all of that, again, at no extra charge. And we think by putting this competitive offering into the market, where you have full VOD on all these networks that are in your DirecTV package, and at a price that's basically, it's either half or less than half the prevailing price on average in the country, that's going to force competition both at the distributor level, all the other cable and telephone and satellite companies, and it's going to force competition at the network level, where other networks that have held it back, looking to get price increases out of it, realize they ought to just grant it and give people a better deal.
The Department of Justice and FCC have already found that in comparable transactions, including Comcast NBCU, when you combine this kind of quality content with market power, there are enormous incentives to favor yourself and harm competitors, block competitors, raise prices to rivals. And this deal is even bigger. It is the diversity of programming owned by different people over different platforms that fuels our democracy. No one has said it better than the president-elect. It is in that environment we urge you to look at this carefully, and enforcers not to take risk with a transaction that could be harmful to that democratic process and consumers' pocketbooks. Thank you.